Welcome everybody to a look at the fourth and final film in the Agatha Christie collection, a 4K box set from StudioCanal, and it is 1982's Evil Under the Sun. So this is directed by Guy Hamilton, who also did The Mirror Cracked, which was the previous film in this box set. So I've already gone through his filmography, so look to that review for more of that. Again, a mystery film, clocks in at 117 minutes long, so it is the is that third longest in the box set, and stars the likes again of with Peter Ustinov in the role of Hercule Poirot. Then you also have James Mason, Sylvia Miles, Roddy McDowall, Maggie Smith, Jane Birkin, Nicholas Clay, Diana Rigg, Dennis Quilley, and Colin Blakely. So Ustinov, Maggie Smith, and Jane Birkin all reunite after also being in Death on the Nile, although obviously Birkin and Smith are playing two different characters in this one. And Dennis Quilley and Colin Blakely also reunite from starring in Murder on the Orient Express, although again different characters as opposed to this one. So yeah, kind of interesting that we have multiple actors in this that have been in previous uh, Poirot efforts. So yeah, an opulent beach resort provides a scenic background as Poirot attempts to uncover the nefarious evildoer behind the strangling of a notorious stage star. So this unfortunately doesn't reach quite reach the heights of Death on the Nile or Murder on the Orient Express. But despite that, this is nonetheless enjoyable and engrossing. The cast is once again really good, with Peter Ustinov feeling more comfortable in the role of Hercule Poirot, to the point where this actually feels quite amusing in places, which is really nice and adds to the entertainment value. It is solidly paced, the plot is engaging with its twists and turns. The mystery element to this is also really good. It is well shot, the locale is well used. It features an effective amount of humour, not just from Ustinov, but also from other cast members as well. And it is overall entertaining throughout. So, yeah, it gets a solid 4 out of 5. Better than The Mirror Cracked, just because, our lead actor and lead star, and, yeah, both in those respects, but also the lead character is in most of the film. Whereas with The Mirror Cracked, Angela Lansbury as Miss Marple really did feel relegated to second place, and yeah, really wasn't in it as anywhere near as much as you might expect. So yeah, it seems like Guy Hamilton learned from that in that regard. That is the disc itself. So yeah, third best out of the box set though, quite frankly. So yeah, but on the whole, a really good looking 4K as well. It's had as much work done to it as the previous two films. More than 200 hours of work to get rid of all of the imperfections in the film quality of the film print itself. So yeah, really good in that regard. We actually have two new extras to this release as well, unlike the previous ones, which have only had one. So yeah, we've got new Back to the Island. Emily Hone remembers the evil under the sun. So she's easily the youngest actor in this film, and one of only a few that are still alive, unfortunately. And then we have New Excessive Creatures, a video essay by David Kahn. Then we have Making of Futurette, an audio commentary with Howard S. Berger, Steve Mitchell, and Nathaniel Thompson. Interview with costume designer Anthony Powell. Interview with screenwriter Barry Sandler. Interview with producer Richard Goodwin. Behind the scenes stills gallery. Costume designs gallery. Original trailer. Radio spots. And then we have the Royal Film Performance 1982 in the gracious presence of Her Majesty the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh at the Odeon, Leicester Square. So that's, yeah, probably the red carpet premiere of the film or whatever. So yeah, on the whole, pretty damn good. To be honest, like I said though, third best in the box set. Mirror Cracked is last by quite a comfortable margin, to be honest. And then it's kind of a dead even heat between Murder on the Orient Express and Death on the Nile. I'd say just on this watch alone, though, Death on the Nile probably just edges it out. I did enjoy that a great deal more than I have done in the past. But Murder on the Orient Express is still really good. It's just that mystery element to that film is so memorable that it does kind of undermine any rewatches, quite frankly. So, yeah, that's a little bit of a shame. But overall, still 3 out of 4 films being great and having so much work done to them to get them up to 4K standard quality is really good. No idea still why Murder on the Orient Express didn't have anything at the beginning of it to say what work had been done to it, like the other 3 films have been. Could have been just missed out by accident, but it's a little bit of a shame that we aren't getting any confirmation really on the kind of work that's been done to that. Obviously, it does have the better sound with the 5.1 option, but still, would have been nice to have some details about what work was done on it, because a lot of work has been done on the other three. To be honest, more than 200 hours work per film to get rid of all of those imperfections and put it in 4K 16-bit resolution and such. So yeah, but still, overall, a really, really great box set. Yes, it is a little bit on the expensive side for 4 films at £80, but I think the quality of the films overall, you know, you're getting three really, really good mystery films and a fairly decent fourth one. Um, and then, you know, the posters and the booklet and the box itself all adds to the overall quality of the release. And personally, I find it's worth that amount, to be honest. So yeah, well worth getting, especially if you haven't seen any of these films and you are into your mystery films and you want some more that are of a higher enough quality, as like I said, three of these are. Mirrorcraft is probably a little bit hard to sell. Maybe having the third Peter Ustinov film, Appointment with Death, would have made this box set a little bit more complete. I'm not sure if that film is any better than the Mirrorcraft. I haven't seen it. I know it was directed by Michael Winner and had was produced by Canon Films, so perhaps not, given their quality of films, especially during the late 80s, wasn't particularly great. But it would have been nice to have that added to this box set, but who knows, maybe the license issues are stopping that from happening. But still, overall, a solid box set. I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10, to be honest, really. It is that good, to be honest. It only really is let down by the Mirror Cracked, but that's less said about that. Overall is for the best. But still, well worth seeing any of these films if you haven't already, even if you're only going to rent them or anything like that. But if you have seen any of these films before, particularly Evil Under the Sun, I'd like to hear your thoughts on them. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.